This was our land, rich in biodiversity, full of beauty and a thriving ecosystem. A land where rivers once ran clear, where children played along the riverbanks, family fished at dawn, and her valor knew no bounds. Now, imagine those same rivers covered with oil, with their waters black and the fish lifeless. This is the story of the Niger Delta, a place that gave everything to fuel the world and was left alone to suffer in silence. It all began in Oloibiri in 1956. Oil was discovered deep in the soil, a signal of something great. The whole of Nigeria called it a blessing. Black gold, they said, would change everything. Soon, oil was discovered in other communities.
The explorers like SPDC were those share when they came to Ogale. We had good hospitality with them. We loved them. We gave them all the support we can. As little boys, they had everything, electricity within the house. But we never bothered. Both the elder ones then, nobody bothered. We never knew they are taking tons of money without even taking care of us. But we just loved them. We gave them that hospitality. The natives never pay attention, never knew when things were going wrong. Even if there's spills, we would think it is a normal thing. So nobody will know that. So it is, I believe in the 80s, that's when the awareness, we have some graduates who are engineers and things like that. People can begin to say, no, this is wrong, or that is,
Oil flowed and promises followed. Promises of development, jobs, good roads, clean water, and a brighter future. But decades later, that dream seems to have decayed. And that future never came.
It was wonderful and natural, serene environment that we had, that I lived and grew up in. But coming back from my sojourn in the United States, I met a complete destroyed, devastating, polluted, dangerous environment.
And beneath these beauties lies a truth of what was delivered in return. For over 6 decades, crude oil has spilled into our communities, poisoning the land, water, air, and shattering our dreams and livelihoods. And to this day, places like Ikarama, Aleto, Ogale, and other oil-polluted communities continue to suffer the effects. For us in the Niger Delta, this is our daily life. Before the spills, people lived in harmony with the environment.
When I was very small, things were very good in my community, because even I could remember all these snails, rabbit, and so many things. Mushroom, all those things were so rampant, but these days now, it's no more like that because of constant oil spillages. We don't see snails again. So life, like as I know, as at that time, life was very good Before, when, within that period, this time now, my father will arrange fishing traps, like 200 fishing traps, go and put it inside water.
Over 30 million of the population rely on fishing or farming for their livelihood, but that livelihood is slowly dying.
This is the corn of 8 months. You can see how they look. 8 months. If instead of greenish, you can see how they color yellow. Look at the cassavas.
This is the result of decades of oil spills in our environment.
Since 1970, that's the year we started of suffering. Because before I was born, I was seeing this problem of this spill. No company have taken anything. All my farm here, we had covered. All my plantation, anything I put on this land, the waste. Not like good plantation. Just small things, producing small bunches. It's not bringing enough bunches due to the fertile soil.
This land was once fertile, now crops barely survive.
From the emergence of oil exploration, those things today, a ridge of farm, that is, we call a place, in my place, a ridge of farm is 50 by 100. If they go to uproot it, you uproot to four ridges to feed a family of 2. So we discover that oil exploration has devastated our community.
This piece of land, there's a spill that happened here 1978-79, and the spill, as at that time, according to my parents, and I was small then, the depth of that spill is at this height. You understand? And since that time till now, you see the soil, you see how wet it is on the surface. But if you use stick and dig this soil, can you see how dusty it is? See how dusty it is? This is the effect of hydrocarbon on it. This oil is not just aged. This soil is not just aging, it has aged and has nothing to offer. And that is why, see, rain is falling, but you can't get to it. It's still dusty, and that's why there is absolutely nothing you plant here that can grow.
Agriculture is failing, leading to poverty, and our families are slowly going hungry.
We have been planting yam like this. And we make title of yam. We declare surplus for them. You make it like that. You make it like this. This is the yam. This yam is about 6 miles away from Oba. 6 miles away. There. We tie it there. We come here celebrate. People chop, but no stranger. Every person enjoy it. But now this, you don't plant this like this again. If you plant, you just be like bulu. You go see very good. Nothing the inside. All rotten, decay. What's up? Oh yeah.
This is hard on all of us, especially the youth.
When this oil spill is not happening, if you now set this net for river, you kill so many fish, different kind of fish. A day sometimes you can kill more than 70 to 80,000, 100,000 a day. But now there's nothing like that. Even to get 1,000 in a day, it's very difficult for us to now have the 1,000. So now, if you look the past time and now, the past time is better than now, this present time now.
Yeah, I conducted a health and environmental impact assessment in this community using blood sample, soil sample, and water sample. And I get to find out this particular portion is part of the site in which I collected sample. And there is a lot of hydrocarbon content in this very soil. And in it, there are hydrocarbons, compounds or elements in human blood here in Rumekwe. Yeah, I would say that the long-term effects of these spills on the people and people that inhabit the community are very enormous. We have the immediate effects and impacts, which destroy the sources of livelihood of the people, pollutes the source of drinking water, affects the air that people breathe within the area, spreading diseases almost immediately because they inhale poisonous substances coming from hydrocarbon spillage that happen. And then the long-term effects has to do with how the inhaling of the poisonous substances coming from this hydrocarbon affect the lungs of the people and gradually kills the human being living in the environment.
I know the effect of hydrocarbon, I know the composition of hydrocarbon, and I know what hydrocarbon can cause in this planet Earth. You see, we have lost so many young men and women who had kidney problem, skin problem, and all that. They all died in this community. And today, as we were talking about, we have series of young men who are mentally derailed in one way or the other, and we'll find out that it is as effect of hydrocarbons. Here, representatively,
We, the young generation, are the ones who suffer the most, as the air we breathe, the water we drink and bath are all polluted.
We dey suffer. I dey see our leg. See now, you see our leg. That's our leg. See, they see us. Water dey cut our. We go for self nothing. Now, I dey tie this thing before I dey come here. Ibenga. Now that thing we dey take the suffer. Nothing we dey see. So nothing we dey see.
There is no clean water, no fresh air to breathe, no proper care, just oil.
They have discovered that there are some spills that occur in 1960, for instance, that were not even cleaned at all. They discovered there are some that happened in 1980, for instance, that were cleaned but were not cleaned properly. For instance, when we started in the UNEP report that came out in 2011, stated that the level of benzene in our drinking water at that time was 900% above the allowed drinking capacity by World Health Organization. That means that the water here in Ogali is not 100%, it's not 200, not 900% in 2011.
Despite generating around 80% of Nigerians' foreign revenue, 7 out of 10 of us live below the poverty line. Our average life expectancy is only 41 years, which is 10 years below the national average.
this is why we're crying out to the public, to the world, to know that there is a place, not even there was a place, there is a place in Rumekwe where people are living with hydrocarbon. People are walking into a coffee, which is hydrocarbon. We're using our legs, walk into coffee for us to be buried in. And that coffee is hydrocarbon. We are not living. We're just trying to live.
Ọmọ ka wa ba yebo wa me de garifie ka fa ngbodo pula ke toro me se ka sharamo ọmọ we wa bom ka wa ye ka ba egbo ma be se ka toro da ye ka ba fa na wa ma ka sara wa po fa mi mi bode pi mo ko ye mo ka ye fa wa mi o ye ro be tama na bulu gbogbo mu abe tama na mi o we mi o.
This is our public tap. This is a government tap, and once you on this tap, you see how it has a tangent smell. Just perceive the water. Yeah. You can't even bring it closer to your nose. Look at how it's foaming. Just look at the water we are using. Look at how it's foaming. And most of us, if we come in the morning hour, you see students, children fetching this water. They normally take their bath with this water to school. They use this water. Most families use it. They don't have money to buy water. They use it to cook.
Over 12,000 spills have been recorded in the past 5 decades. But to us, these are not just numbers. Each spill represents the loss of livelihood for a parent, uncle, or sibling.
Angala, we then go TRM, we pack them. When we don't full for our boat, we go sell them. Fish not there at all. Carafish were there for the creek self, then it don't die.
The spillage came from their facility there. And we thank God. Then the local government chairman came, the community also came. They observed the place, and Share did not even deny it. They accepted it. They accepted it first. They came up and promised they will do a remediation, and up till now, they've not done anything. Nothing. We've not seen them up till now. That spillage was very, very massive. It was flowing like a river. Flows all over this our land. And up till now, we've not have any good response from them.
Several reports have shown the truth of these damages, but despite this global report, actions have been slow and incomplete.
The level of infrastructural projects we have here cannot be commensurate to what we give. Fine, through the GMOU and HCDT, there are some projects ongoing. But this is not commensurate side by side with what is going out and what is coming in. So generally, I would say we've been abandoned socially, economically, and most importantly, environmentally.
That is exactly what I'm saying. They abandon us. If you can see this community, there is no government project in this community. No government project. The few ones who get is from Shell and Ajib. And even them too, now they are selling out their facilities out to that company. And they don't even tell us, we don't even know. Without remediating our creek, remediating our swamps, remediating our lands for us. If you go, some lands that you plant crops, when you plant crops, it doesn't grow again.
This is not just environmental degradation. We are suffering.
I would say that one of the greatest breaking news, or let me say stories that I have come across, there are many, very many. You know, the days that in a week we have like 2-3 oil spills, some of the breaking stories we have in the environmental, advocacy field. Sometimes too, when you have explosion as a result of youth who are involved in illegal refinery, have 100, 50, 80 people dying at the stretch. It's also another very great breaking story that we do have from this environmental, protection field.
NOSDRA is an acronym. It is National Oil Spill Detection and Response Agency. It's a federal government parastatal under the Federal Ministry of Environment. It was established by an act of the National Assembly in 2006. Act number 15 precisely, and on 18th of October 2006. That was when the bill was passed into law, became an act. So we are the lead agency responsible for all oil spill management in Nigeria. My records, I try we try to check what we have from 2015 till date in the Bayelsa State, and then we have as much as 87.5% of spill incidents are sabotage. Sadly,
we will they bust the pipeline. Are they be good to know saying that we they bust the pipeline? At least people have seen our net. When we always look at our time to be going fishing. When the time reaches, we go fishing, we go set our net, we come back to us. Maybe it's the time to go and drag the net. That's the only what we are doing from here. It was a night when this thing was exploding. And all these things is happening from the areas. But now they are accusing us that they say we are the people. Are they come and all the people that bust those things them?
I'm not surprised if Share is talking about sabotage, because they can sabotage themselves. In the sense that on this pipeline, as you're standing here, believe you me that there's a drone flying. Over there, you will see soldiers that are more than those soldiers in Bori camp. They come, they have dogs, English dogs. They have community surveillance. Then when they have over 30 community surveillance on this, from year to year, on this short kilometer pipeline, they have more than 4 van of army How would there be a sabotage?
Self-sabotage, my brother, nobody should deceive you. You understand? I am a critical stakeholder in this community. I have been a youth president, I have been secretary of youth council. If you talk about the activities of the community, I am fully abreast. You understand me? So I am not doubting the fact that we've not had sabotage issues. No, if I say so, I will not be fair to myself. In as much as we have sabotage cases, we also have corrosion cases. You understand? These pipelines have been here since 1964. For decades. They've not repaired, they've not changed the pipelines. It is ruptured.
Now, if a spill, if the cause of spill is established to be as a result of non-sabotage, by non-sabotage I mean whether it's corrosion, equipment failure, or other failures attributable to the operator, okay, then there will be compensation for the affected persons.
The questions are simple. Who is responsible? What needs to be done? And why hasn't anything been done?
It means it's all about wasting of time. It's all about wasting of time. And our father, our representative there, don't even want to represent us the way we want.
The people will always be coming here to come and take cognate anything that they would like to do. They would like to be deceiving us. When we go back now, they are the people that we will not even see anybody again. Now 2 years, 3 years we will not see. That's what we will do. So my brother, I will stop my annoyance here, but I'm not just passing a message to people to go and tell anybody. I beg, we are suffering, no. We are also human beings. Now people are still born also.
But you don't criminalize an entire community because you want to withhold part of their money. But that is happening because the law is subsisting as we speak. So all of these are happening in terms of them withholding a percentage of this money. But generally speaking, it is all about when the JIV report is out.
If you go to our swamps, before now, while growing up, there's one swamp we call Ikiridaba, which is just behind us here. If you come back from the school and you go there, just throw your hook. You will catch fish and your family will eat well. But today go there, the whole of that swamp is filled with crude. Though they will tell you they have done cleanup. But of course the impact remains. As I speak to you, some of the species that we used to see while growing up, I used to see some species of animal like the crops first, like the mama cocoa that is well known. You cannot find it here again.
I've had some of these very dirty experiences in the course of my work, but I will never be discouraged. I will continue to do it because others have even put their lives on the line for us to get to where we are now. So even if my own life come on the line, I will not stop doing the work. The point here is that if the youth do not protect the environment, nobody will. The elders cannot go to the creeks to monitor when there is spill or report when there is spill and what. So it is the youth. So the youth are very much interested in advocating, protecting the environment.
My brother, all of us have a root. Oh. Me, I don't have that ideology of running from my roots. You understand? Me, I'm a core community man. So I have what it takes to go to the city. But I feel that if all of us abandon this community, what will our children come to inherit now? You understand? So we must stand.
Despite all the challenges that surround us in the Niger Delta region, we are not just victims. We are still fighting, advocating, coming together to raise our voices, even when it feels like no one is listening, because we believe that change is still possible. And that's what keeps us hopeful and motivated to keep on our work.
They should come and repair what they have spoiled. Taking our children in a walk. That is a kind of employment.
If the government can't do hospital for us, clinic for us, or with the school, and then make them bring better tablet for us, treatment for us, make them send people to come treat us. We no get school, we no get nothing. Solar we no get. This solar way then they bring this community we no get. So make them know us, do all those things for us.
So all the communities that they are polluted, let them come and clean up all the communities that they have polluted in Niger Delta. Not only even in Karama. I am speaking at large to Niger Delta. All the communities that the oil company have polluted, let them come and clean it up and give us compensation to live a better life. We are not breathing fine.
We are not giving up. We are still here. We are still hoping and fighting for a cleaner future. We have protested, we have shouted, but the spills continue. and years of anger have boiled over. We were promised prompt cleanup and compensation, but year after year, the situation remains the same.
Nothing has been done about the cleanup.
In the Niger Delta, every drop of oil has a cost, and it has been paid in loss of lives, lands, and legacy. Even after all we have lost, we are still hopeful that our quest for justice will be heard. This is our home, our future, and our fight.
The Niger Deltas are using its blood to fuel the world. How many more lives must pay the price before meaningful actions are taken to hold these oil companies accountable? We are not asking for much, just a clean land that the children can play in, and biodiversity thrives, and also clean waters so the fishermen's livelihood can be restored. The land alone cannot heal itself. Support us as we continue to advocate for environmental justice, because we too deserve the right to a clean future.